Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulihil Kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We are continuing our series in Ramadan, prophetic prayers in the Quran. And inshallah, we'll review one of those prayers again. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ربنا أفرغ علينا صبرا وتوفنا مسلمين. Our Lord, pour out patience upon us and receive our souls in submission. Prophet Musa alayhi salam, as we discussed before, comes to the Pharaoh with his brother Prophet Harun alayhi salam, gives him the dawah to Islam, and shows him the clear proofs that Allah gave him at the Mount Tur, the staff that turned into the serpent, and the white illuminated hand. Result, he was accused being a sorcerer by Pharaoh and his chiefs. Pharaoh then invites the best sorcerers from all over Egypt and offers them great reward and positions if they beat Musa alayhi salam in sorcery competition. And he tries to arrange this on a special day of festival where many people from around the Egypt would also be present in the capital city. So when the competition starts, the sorcerers, through their ropes and staff, bewitch the eyes of people as these look like snakes. And then Musa alayhi salam was commanded to throw his staff, which became the big serpent, and it swallowed their deceptions. The truth was obvious that Musa was the prophet. The truth was most obvious to the sorcerers themselves because they knew what sorcery or magic is. What they saw was not magic. The outcome? All the sorcerers went into prostration and submitted to the Lord of Musa and Harun. This was obvious defeat of Pharaoh in front of a very large number of Egyptians. He came to this festival with surety that Musa will lose and then people will forget his message. But now, opposite was happening. When Pharaoh saw that he is losing his control, he threatened the magicians that he will cut off their hands and feet on alternate side and then crucify them if they don't revert back and call him the Lord, Pharaoh the Lord. The magician, however, replied that we believe in the signs of our Lord when they came to us, the signs which Musa just showed them. And then they prayed this dua, Rabbana afrig alayna sabran wa tawaffana muslimin. Our Lord, pour out patience upon us and receive our souls in submission. This is just an amazing event recorded in the Quran. It was difficult for people to believe in Musa alayhi salam after they heard Pharaoh's threats. But for the sorcerer, the magicians, this didn't do anything because they had seen the truth, an undeniable truth. And they asked for patience as they knew they will be tortured by Pharaoh. And they asked for being on submission when they die, when their souls are received by angels. People who see the miracles, who know that these are Lord's most high signs, they are under what we call hujjah. The ultimate truth is obvious to them. If they deny the truth, they'll be the worst of humans who know what the truth is but still hide it. That's what kufr is called. That's what happened to many nations who saw the miracles of their prophets but denied them, and then punishment of Allah came upon them within this world. The exact same was the situation of Quraysh of Makkah. During their times, Arabic language had reached its peak. Arabic language was the main pride of Arabs and their poetry. Now, when these famous poets of Arabia and those who were very eloquent in Arabic language heard the Quran, they are the ones who right away knew that this is not poetry. Just as those magicians right away knew that what Musa was showing them was not magic. But as we know, many poets and many Arab chiefs who knew that the Quran is not poetry didn't believe. Utbah ibn Rabi, the chief of Quraysh, who tried to negotiate with Prophet ﷺ, when he heard verses of Surah Fusilat, he returned to the Quraysh chiefs and clearly said that what Muhammad recited is not poetry, not witchcraft or soothsaying, because he knew what poetry was, but he still didn't believe. This dua, which we mentioned, is to be prayed when one has to go through extreme danger, hardship, and extreme difficulty. Even a strong believer can lose Iman and his faith. Every Jummah prayer on Friday, we hear the Imam saying in khutbah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatih wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. O you who believe, have taqwa of Allah, revere God with due reverence, and do not die except as Muslims. Look at this ayah. Who is being addressed? Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. O who you believe. La tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. Don't die except as Muslims. Having Iman is a higher degree than having just Islam. It's in the heart. And they are the ones who are warned, don't die without Islam, because people in difficulties can lose Iman. May Allah protect us. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.